Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Middle and High School Chorus Professional Learning Community on the Georgia Department of Education platform. This platform was created for educators to collect, collaborate, and support one another. Be sure to set up your notifications to your liking and check back to engage in discussion as often as you wish. Please share this platform with your colleagues so we continue to grow and share beneficial information specific to middle and high school choral education. The more colleagues active yields more opportunity for us to grow, share, and learn from one another. I'm Brandy Dent, and I will be your virtual PLC lead for middle and high school chorus. Today's webinar is about ensemble activities. Whenever you have an ensemble, you want to make sure that you keep them around. And so you want to have activities that will make sure that they are and retained. So the first thing that I say is be the rare teacher that you are. Rare. What does that stand for? Well, the R stands for recruit. You want to promote your program all year long. Some of the things that you can do is perform in the cafeteria. You can make sure that when you're on cafeteria duty, you're recruiting students that may be a loner. You might be recruiting students that may be friends with some of your choir members, but always find a way to build a rapport with other students in the school. And if they see that they like you, they might warm up to you and join your class. Notice students during class change as well. Again, you want to see who may fit into what you're trying to build in your choir. So noticing how students behave in those downtime moments might be a moment where you can find the perfect students for your class. They may even be singing in the hall. That happens a lot. Attend other events. When students see you present at football games, basketball games, cheerleading competitions, drama club events, pageants, school dances, they know that you care, or they at least know that you're around. So it helps them become more comfortable around you. So continue to make yourself present in the community. Go to the fair, go to those food truck Fridays or whatever your city is having where you teach. Try to make yourself present so that you can run into a few parents or they can see that, hey, who's that lady? That's our chorus teacher. And it'll just allow them to want to be a part of, since you're a part of the community, they'll want to be a part of your community as well. Of course, be present. When you are at those events, don't be off by yourself. Make sure that you're making yourself known. Make sure that you're speaking to those people in the community, especially those that you know that are from your school, because it lets them know that you're there. Another recruiting moment would be in the fall as soon as school starts. Go ahead and have a talent show. Students are eager to get the year started and are not bogged down by a lot of homework at the moment. So it's a perfect time even for you to find out what's the talent in your school like. So continue to be the R, recruit. A, advocate. Offer a variety of extracurricular performance opportunities. My students personally will go sing to at least one college or university per year. It gives them the opportunity to see more in and outside of the community, and it gives them the opportunity to want to maybe attend college one day. So that's always great. My students also will sing at like a professional basketball or football locations, such as the Atlanta Hawks or even the NFL. So always make sure that the Atlanta Falcons. So just make sure that you're finding different activities for your students to attend. Of course, even when you're at concerts, if you see some students that are at your chorus concerts and they are at your school, go ahead and say, hey, this might be something you want to join. Talk to them the next day, because a lot of students don't join because they literally think that they have a lot of stage fright, and they'll find that it's actually not a bad thing to be a part of, and it's not as scary as it seems. Make sure to set up some community events such as the nursing home. If there's some type of festival going on in your community, allow your students to perform there. Take a few soloists and put them on the stage. You don't always have to take the whole choir. If there's a moment where the national anthem is needed to be sang by a student or two, send a few students and make sure that they wear your choir shirt so that you're out there showing the community, hey, we're a choir and we're present, and keep our schools with choir programs there. Even for holidays, think about doing maybe a flash mob, like for October, sing Thriller in the cafeteria, have the kids dress up. That's an option. For Valentine's Day, maybe have the students send singing grams over to other students. Another way to advocate your program is still using a talent show. Let your chorus students work at the talent show. They control the shout out table with another teacher. Have them dressed up in their chorus shirt. Let them come in their chorus shirt and enter for $1, things like that. And of course, take your parents everywhere. They want to see how you behave with their students. And when they see that you're the perfect fit for their child, they probably won't even let them go anywhere. Which brings me to the R, retaining them. Know what your students want and know what your students like. Know what they need. Be aware of how they're reacting to the way that you're teaching. Don't take anything personal. If they decide that they don't no longer want to be in chorus, or if they're tired that day, or however their reactions are, just make sure that you keep your cool and you do whatever you can to keep those kids around. At the beginning of the year, try to do an interest inventory or student profile, knowing what their likes and dislikes are, their types of music. Let them get to know each other, because when they make friends, you retain them. I have a student right now, I have two students that are dating, and it happened at a Mercer University game, and they're not going anywhere because they like each other. So, I mean, I don't want anything to do with that, but definitely it's a way to retain your students, because you have kids that get to know each other, they build those relationships and friendships, and it just allows them to have a place with people that they trust, know, and love. And listen to your students. No, let them give opinions sometimes. Maybe sometimes they're useful, sometimes they're not, but give them a moment to have a voice in the type of music that they sing in your class, or even the warm ups that you do that day. And of course, in order to retain your students, make sure that you do a meet and greet at the beginning of the year with your parents. Let them see your personality. Let them know what type of person you are, so that they'll know if you're a good fit even for them and their children. And always the E. You can't be a rare teacher if you're not educating. Teach your students to prepare them for the next level. Oftentimes, our students go to college not knowing what a quarter note is, or not knowing what a major chord sounds like. So take them to that next level. Teach them as if they were going to be music majors. No, not all of them are going to grasp the material, but those that have an interest, you don't want them to suffer in college because you didn't do your job. So make sure that you're being a great music educator. Make sure that you're joining a professional music group such as GMEA, because that allows you to allow your students to do things such as literary, large group performance evaluation, all state, solo and ensemble, and those things you want to offer. Yes, they're tiring, but it's something that we should have available for our students, and it's something that we should offer. Also, enlighten your colleagues. Make sure that when you have students make all state, or you have students that make superior ratings at LGPE, let them know what it means. They don't really know sometimes when you're the only person in your building that knows what you know about music. Give them the layman terms and tell them what LGPE actually means and stands for. Let your students explain it for them, because you are an advocate for your program. And if you don't educate your kids, they can't educate others as well. And always, if you can, connect with those feeders. Know what if you're middle school, know what your high school teacher is, how they're teaching and what they're teaching so that you can prepare them. If you're an elementary school teacher, if you're a middle school teacher, talk to your elementary school teacher so that you can know exactly what they're preparing their students and how they're preparing them so that you can take them to the next level for high school. So work together so that you can form a connection with each other and your students see that and they're bound to flow right into your program. So again, in order to have an ensemble built, be a rare teacher. You're already rare because more than likely you're the only choral person in your building, so you might as well just follow this advice and continue to work for your program. I hope this has been very beneficial to you. Thanks again for tuning in and have a wonderful day.